It's one player, two player, put controller in, and they turn the power button on and say, power on!
We got the roll technique. There's a cool upgrade, you can get to it later, where you have like an electric barrier around you.
Ooh! What's their logic for that? It's a static electricity from all of his fur.
I think so, yeah, I think something like that.
I made it up on the spot.
I think, I can't remember, or it's either like, oh, use this belt, they give him electromagnetic field. At the end of the day, it's a fucking game about a fucking talking raccoon who steals shit.
At the end of the day, it's about a story about a talking raccoon that kills people.
Like it's got a gun.
And he's in Vegas. In a casino. Oh, are we teasing a cool little story we're working on maybe? I don't know. It's not me. I'm not working on it. I can't test that enough. I have no idea to do with it.
That's not me.
I won't tell you any more than that. All I'll tell you is it's cool.
It's epic.
Corey's making a cool little story. Actually, like, I really hope he finishes it because I'm super excited. Are you doing comics or?
I don't know actually.
Are you gonna do a movie?
I thought I would do comics. It's just I can't draw, so I'd have to fucking hire someone. And
That's true.
And
it would help if you had the whole story laid out. So they could storyboard it.
Must be worth millions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can do that.
I'm working on
I'm about to pre-order a kick-ass copy of the comic. It's the Miles Morales comic.
No, I just walked through it.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Saul Spider-Man.
So actually, I don't know if this actually came out, but I do want to get it. It's the Spider-Men comic. It involves Miles and Peter, and apparently when Peter is in the comic, they write Miles better in those ones. Which is upsetting. If I'm being 100% honest. I feel like Miles on his own should get good comics too.
That's because they honestly don't know what the fuck to do with Miles.
And that is weird.
As
it's
like a character.
There is one cool storyline that's going on right now. But again, I think it's a Spider-Man storyline. I think it's all the Spider-Men are doing their own thing. Ben Reilly is currently the acting Spider-Man because Peter is recovering from radiation poisoning. Because his body can recover, but he got so much radiation poisoning, his body he needs time now. Because he's like having to remove like a ton of radiation. He's not dying.
Radioactive semen.
But like, he needs to recover from it.
It's floppo.
And so, I still hate that scene, that idea. If I did do a Spider-Man Reign movie, I would not have it be his semen. No.
Radioactive cum.
I would have it just be his presence.
His presence.
Well, yeah, because like he should technically be radioactive. Just by himself.
Like the Imagine Dragons song.
If he's got radioactive semen, he's radioactive. You see what I'm saying?
It's true.
So like I wouldn't make it that his semen killed her, I would make it he killed her. His presence.
With his gun.
And I would also make it so that like basically as Peter got older he got more radioactive. So that at first they think that Aunt May dies from like natural causes.
Because she's fucking 40 trillion years old.
But then like as they go about it and Mary Jane, go back. You missed one.
Oh yeah, no, I know
okay.
Over here.
As you go back, as he's going forward in the story, Mary Jane dies from his presence. She gets like radiation poisoning, and they're like, "What is it?" And then they discover it's just his presence itself. And the Fantastic Four discover it.
This is radioactive.
And so I would have Reed Richards make him a suit that covers the radioactive poison. And he like puts it on, but then he like can't handle the death of Mary Jane like after like a year or so, so he just puts the suit away and just fucking leaves. 'Cause he's like, I can't handle this.
I can't do it no more.
Press the circle to enter.
I feel like that's a good idea.
Yeah?
Whoever thought this code up knew what they were doing. Dial in
I really like the
436.
semen. It's funny. That's my big counterpoint.
They
to
knew
that.
what they were doing? What?
Whoever made this code, they knew what they were doing.
It's just 436.
I don't know.
Anyway,
He's
what was
have
the
to-
counterpoint to what?
You have to counterpoint. Radioactive steam is a really funny concept.
It really is, yeah.
I wonder. Yes, I can wire this info directly into your binocucom. It'll show you the position of nearby clues and breakable objects.
Will it?
Yeah, so if I use the binocucom,
Will it? Oh. I guess that's useful.
it'll be useful if I'm stuck trying to find a fucking bottle, because it'll also show me where those are.
Okay.
There's really good upgrades for doing the little clue.
Oh, are we
vaults.
100%ing this?
Not 100%ing, because 100%ing involves doing speed runs of all the levels.
Okay.
But I definitely
We're
want to
collecting everything.
do all the vaults, yeah, because well, those are useful. You get a lot of really nice upgrades out of them. Like one of them is you don't take damage from falling in water or falling off of ledges.
He starts to swim.
No, he just doesn't take damage. So if you fall in water, he still does like the "oh no, I've fallen in water" taking damage animation, but he just like whoop, he just gets thrown back.
Gotcha. Does he learn how to swim in the sequel?
No, water still does damage to him.
What about the third one?
Still so, yeah.
Oh, well, you would think at some point the fucker would learn how to swim.
Fucking learn how to swim.
Machine wheel? If my knowledge of mechanical engineering serves me right, applying significant
And it does.
rotational torque
And
to
it
achieve
does.
maximum velocity
That's the
will
guy who
yield
had the
a
voice to begin
positive
with?
result.
You mean something good might happen?
Well, he didn't
if I
have
get
the
the
voice. He
wheel
has an
spin
actual
fast
like
enough?
normal voice, but he
Isn't
came
that
in
what I
and
just
did
said?
like that voice as like testing technology.
That's
for
what.
this
Yeah,
game.
that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
And they just decided to keep him.
Yeah, cool. Because they when they were doing the casting, they're like, "We want someone who sounds like this guy who gets the scratch track." And it's like just as his name's Matt Olson, I think, if I remember correctly.
His name is Matt.
Matt Olson, I think is his
Matt
name.
Elia.
But in a he was on a podcast.
Temperature's reading well
Was
in
he?
the charts in
Yeah, so
here.
the guy who does the voice for
This
Sly,
must be
Kevin
the
Miller,
power source
he
for the
does
storm
he
machine.
did a podcast with one of his friends who's a comedian, and they had the two other guys.
Of course, you watched that.
I fucking would, yeah. I don't do it anymore, unfortunately. But like, of course, I really got it. I'm like, oh, a guy who does the voice for a character for a game. I really fucking like.
I was more like, oh, a guy who does a voice for a raccoon.
Well, yeah. Well, it's fucking the game I like.
That's your persona. I love raccoons. Sly Cooper is the reason I like raccoons.
It is.
I'm not mocking you, by the way. I'm
I'm
not
just stating this
surprised.
as a fact.
I'm stating a fact that, like, I am not surprised that you would watch a podcast by the guy who voices Sly Cooper, since you are Sly Corey.
Well, yeah. Obviously. Use the rules.
Oh, those are checkpoints.
Yeah. There used to be, instead of these, there was like these two characters that got cut. So there's like these two weasels that would just
Yeah.
like, they pop out of a box and take a picture. They're like following you around.
Why did
basically.
they get cut from this version?
Yeah, they got cut from this game.
Were they in the PS2 one?
No, like
Okay.
they were in like the beta for the PS2 version. That's what, instead of the little holographic checkpoints, it was these two little
Gotcha.
reporter
That would
guys.
have been really cool, actually.
You pop out of the box. Yeah, it's another thing you can see in that little like making of video, which you can easily find on YouTube. I'm shocked where they got that.
So am I.
Also,
I wasn't gonna say anything, but then you did, and I was like, okay, then it's good. I won't be insulting you.
I'll be something. Playing stupid game for little babies.
Oh, Vince gave us his blessing to just do Breath of the Wild, by the way, so
Yippee!
that's what we're doing.
Right now.
It's probably gonna be our next Zelda, not gonna lie. Probably gonna finish Link's Awakening with Vince, and then just jump straight into Breath of the Wild.
So okay, so these Lucky Charms, they are.
Yeah.
I assume you've gathered that they're basically extra hands.
What?
So Lucky Charms function is like extra hits.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Game Grumps thing.
Oh.
Yeah, from like forever ago that I was talking about. Yeah, so speaking of which, I don't think I actually finished the thought on that.
No, you did not.
They were playing like I think it was Pokemon or some shit. Might have been a Mario game. I think it was Mario 3. It was something. And Dan was eating them, and he was like, "I love these," because a fan sent them to them, and it was because he had mentioned off, like in an off topic, that he really like he's disappointed that like they didn't make the all Lucky Charms version of the cereal, because like that would never get passed. The FDA would be super against that.
Oh, yeah. Please think of
So he was disappointed by that. So somebody got Lucky Charms for him, and then painstakingly removed every piece of grain.
Grain.
And did you not unlock the vault?
So the vault's at the beginning of the level, so for convenience, I'm just gonna finish the level and then go back in.
So like, somebody sent it to him, and it was just the charms, which is cool. And that's one of the things I'm kind of looking forward to, like experiencing if we ever get big. Is like the food people send us.
The food, please.
I'm not necessarily gonna eat everything.
We're starving.
If you send me meat in an unmarked package, or even just in a marked package.
It depends. Is it like beef jerky?
Beef jerky, maybe. But if there's liquid and
like
beef
steak
or something in there,
I'm unbeatable.
I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm not eating this.
I'm not gonna eat your like brisket that you sent me.
No, I'm not gonna eat your fucking sloppy joes.